Hello, good afternoon, students. From tomorrow, uh, I mean, your exam is already started, but tomorrow is your SST paper. In SST, you have to attempt four papers. First, history, political science, economics, then geography. Okay, all these carries five marks. Okay, I will tell distribution of marks. And now I am going to explain the chapter in very short. Chapter 2 and 4. In your PT2, chapter 2 and 4 will come. Okay. So let's try to understand in short, and also I will give you some question, and also I will tell the answer of that question. Don't worry about that. Okay. So let's start with chapter 2. The name of chapter 2 is Physical Features of India. You have studied about the physical features of India, and that in that how much that physical feature of India we have grouped it into six. Okay, first which one? The Himalayan mountains. Second one, the northern plains. Third one, the peninsular plateau. Fourth one, the Indian desert. Fifth one, the coastal plains. And lastly, the island groups. We will discuss one by one in very short. Okay. First, let us take the Himalayan mountains. We will discuss in short that the width of these varies from 400 kilometer, means इसकी चौड़ाई है width 400 kilometer in Kashmir to 150 kilometer in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, and also here some important ranges. The Karakoram range, that this is also the Trans-Himalayan. From where it rises from Pamir North in the northwest, and also it stretches towards और भी फैलते जाता है किसकी तरफ नॉर्थ ईस्ट अप टू द इंडस gorges in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, next second feature that these ranges also have 60 peaks, and these peaks above 7,000 meters in this year, including K2, which is you can say second highest peak in the world. Okay, and its height 8,611 meters. Okay, and one more important things here I would like to discuss you. The Western Himalayas that encompass Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh, and also these ranges uh, are the Himadri, the Himachal, and the Shivalik. These ranges have what? First one Himadri, second one Himachal, third one Shivalik. Okay, and also here lies the central Himalayas are also spread over Uttarakhand and Nepal. And next one that is which we will discuss that is the northern plain, northern plains. The northern plains also known as Great Plains or Gangetic Plain. हम northern plains को भी क्या कहते हैं Great Plains और Gangetic Indo-Gangetic Plains. Okay, and a large alluvial plains dominated by three main rivers, means not main, only major rivers. First one the Indus, second one the Ganga, and the third one the Brahmaputra river. Okay beta. So next it spread over how much area it covered? It covered area of 7 lakh square kilometer. Okay, and also the Great Plains are classified into 4 divisions, classified into 4 parts or divisions. Okay, here I am going to discuss in short one by one. The first one, the Bhabar belt. This Bhabar belt is adjacent to the foothills of किससे सटा हुआ है, Himalayas, and consists of boulders and pebbles. इसके रास्ते में और कौन कौन सी चीजें हैं, boulders and pebbles, which have been carried down by the river stream, जो कि river stream से नीचे की तरफ आती है. Second, the Tarai belt. Tarai belt also lies next to the Bhabar. Bhabar के बाद कहाँ आती है फिर, Tarai belt region. And also Bhabar region and is composed of newer alluvium. ये newer alluvium है. The underground streams reappear in this region. And also the third one, the Bangar belt. The Bangar belt also consists of older alluvium. Which one consists of new alluvium? The Tarai belt. Okay. The lies next to the Bhabar and is composed of newer alluvium. And next, the Bangar belt also consists of older alluvium and forms the alluvial traces of the floods. And also you can last one, the Khadar belt. Also this one is also lies in the lowland area after the Bangar belt. Bangar के बाद Khadar. पहले आप प्रिपेयर करती Bhabar, Tarai, and again Bangar, and last one is what, Khadar. Okay. Now next one is Peninsular Plateau. This peninsular plateau also we have divided it into two broad. First one that is Central Highlands, and the second one is Deccan Plateau. Let us know some 2 or 3 points important from Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. First one from Second Highland. Some important ranges are located in this means where Central Highlands. The first one, that is the Aravalli range hills, the Malwa Plateau, and the Vindhya range, Bundelkhand, Baghelkhand, and also Chota Nagpur. Okay, and also not only this much. Let us talk about this the Chota Nagpur plateau at the eastern of the Central Highland. This lies mostly in Jharkhand. This lies mostly in Jharkhand. Okay, and then after this, let us talk about the Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau, which is roughly a triangular shape. This shape is just triangular. It and also extends from Satpura range, Satpura hills in the north to the Kanyakumari, the southmost tip of India. That is ending in the Indian Ocean. And also the some important uh, mountain here. Some first one, the Mahendagiri is the highest peak in the Eastern Ghat, and also Shivroy Hills and Javadi Hills. Shivroy Hills and Javadi Hills. You know the location of also these two places. Now next, that is the desert, Indian desert. The Indian desert is also known by another name, that is Thar desert. Okay, and here the annual temperatures can ranges here. यहाँ पर थार डेजर्ट में annual temperature ranges from 0 degree Celsius in winter to over 50 degrees Celsius during the summer. Okay, and also let's talk about the coastal plains. The Deccan Plateau is flanked इस तरफ मुड़ा हुआ है on its west and east by what narrow coastal plains along with Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. And also it consists of three sections. Here also in coastal plains also consist of three sections. First one, the northern part of the coast is called what? Konkan, that is from Mumbai to Goa, Konkan. The central stretch is called the Kannad Plain, while the southern stretch is known as a Malabar coast. Okay, and the northern part of the western coastal plain is called the Konkan coast. Okay, and after this, let us talk about some lakes. The Chilka Lake is the largest salt water lake in India, and also here uh, the soils of eastern coast are deep and fertile. And let's move towards the Indian island group. Okay, here Andaman and Nicobar with its capital Port Blair. Okay, are a group of island and also which are too small and uninhabited. And also the one more quality of this. Let us come here. Um, the Lakshadweep comprises a group of about 40 coral islands and islets scattered in the Arabian Sea. Okay, and also other significant islands in India include Daman and Diu, Majuli, a river island in the Brahmaputra, Elephanta in Bombay Harbour, and Sri Harikota, a barrier island in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, these are the topics which I have explained. Okay, I think you all have got it very well. Okay, so let us discuss here marks distribution. We have already come to know about this. Five geography carries 5 marks and economics carries 5 marks. History carries 5 marks and political science carries 5 marks. Okay, and this you have to prepare at least 10 questions and each question carries 0.5 marks. Okay, each question carries 5 marks. Is it clear? And in this um, 5 marks you have to prepare some questions like let us see true false, first one, second one, fill in the blanks, fill in the blanks. Okay, match the following, match the following, match the following, and also lastly MCQ, take the correct answer, take the correct answer. Okay, these all will come in the form of MCQ. Okay, you have to choose one option and you have to mark the right one. So take as example, here I am going to tell you some questions and let's see. First one, a land mass bounded by sea on 3 sides is referred to as option 1 coast, option B peninsula, option C island, option D none of the above. Which one is correct? A, C, B or D? No, B1 is correct. Peninsula. Okay, clear now? Next, mountain ranges in the eastern part of India forming its boundary with Myanmar and are collectively called option A Himachal, option B Purvanchal, option C Uttarakhand, option D none of the above. Which one is correct? Let's go through here. A, no. B, no. C, no. D, no. Which one is correct? B, Purvanchal. Okay. So here one question from fill in the blanks also we have to discuss fourth chapter also na. See here, the dash plain lies between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. Which Western coastal plains. Which one? Western coastal plains. These type of questions you have to prepare for the exam. Okay. So let's move towards chapter 4. You will see only very short. Okay. Chapter 4. The name of chapter is 4 is climate. Okay, we will discuss in very short about climate. We have already discussed all the factors influencing the climate of India and also monsoon winds. We have already discussed about the northeast monsoon. Let us see here some one or two points related to all topics. First take the topic the northeast monsoon. You see here during winter the weather conditions are comparatively manipulated means manipulated by high pressure and also developed over the northwestern part of the subcontinent. And also these winds are known as a northeast trade wind. इस wind को हम किस wind के नाम से जानते हैं? North east trade wind. Now southwest monsoon. Okay, the monsoon or rainy season lasts up to from June to September. Okay, and location and latitudinal extent. The Tropic of Cancer passes through the middle of India. Okay, and distance from the sea, the climate. The peninsular India is surrounded by the Arabian Sea, the Indian Ocean and the Bay of Bengal. Consequently, the climate of coastal regions of India is calm or maritime. And upper air circulation. Here the change in the upper air circulation over Indian landmass is yet another cause for sudden outbreak of monsoon. ये भी एक upper air circulation भी एक कारण है जो कि इंडिया में जो कभी कभी क्या होता है sudden outbreak of monsoon होने लगता है. Okay, and next westerly jet stream. Let us talk about westerly jet stream. This jet stream brings western disturbance. ये jet stream क्या लेकर आती है? Western disturbances from the Mediterranean region. किस तरफ से लेकर आती है? Mediterranean region से into कहाँ पर लेके आती है? Indian subcontinent. Okay, now easterly jet stream. You have seen that the westerly jet stream is replaced by easterly jet stream. उसका स्थान कौन लेता है? Easterly jet stream. Western disturbance or tropical cyclone. You have seen that the western disturbance that move under the influence, जो western disturbance है वो किसके असर में आकर के मूव करता है, स्पेशली ऑफ वेस्टर्न जेट स्ट्रीम फ्रॉम द मेडिटेरियन सी, किसके इन्फ्लुएंस में आकर के, वेस्टर्न westerly jet stream from the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, now the seasons of India. Here you have seen that in India there are four seasons, namely the summer, winter, monsoon, rainy, that is retreating, monsoon, and winter. Let's talk about in very short the summer season. Due to the apparent movement of the sun towards which direction, towards the north direction, the global heat belt, जो global heat क्या होता है, वो एरिया हीट हो जाता है and shift northward. Due to this hot weather season occurs in India, what occurs, okay, between March and June. Okay, and okay. Next, that is the monsoon season. Monsoon. The southwest monsoons are divided into two branches. The first one, the Arabian Sea branch, and the second one is the Bay of Bengal branch. Again, the post monsoon. You have seen this, that these retreat occur due to weakening of low pressure area over these area. यहाँ पर low pressure area originate होता है. Next, monsoon as a unifying bond. Indian landscape, especially you have seen that Indians mostly they are waiting for the arrival of monsoon. Mostly they depend on monsoon for their agriculture. Okay, so in short we have discussed this chapter also. So I think you all have got it very well. Okay. So let us discuss some important question related to this chapter. Suppose the same topic, same type of question will come from this chapter also. See, which one of the following places receives the highest rainfall in the world? Option A, Silchar. Option B, Cherrapunji. Option C, Mashiram. Or option D, Guwahati. Which one is correct? Guwahati, Cherrapunji, Silchar, no, Mashiram. Okay, next question. The wind blowing in the northern plains in summer is known as what? Kal Baisakhi, trade winds, Loo, or none of the above. Which one is correct here? Trade winds. Kal Baisakhi, no. Which one is correct? Loo. Okay. Okay, these are the types of question will come in the exam, so you have to prepare thoroughly both the chapters, chapter 2 and 4 for your PT2. Okay, if you have any problem then ask to me. Okay, so today only this much. Thank you and best of luck, beta.